Hi, Neil at Italia Autos. In today's video I'm going to be talking about accident damaged cars and badly accident repairs cars. Because a few years ago I had an Alpha GT come in with a humongous amount of badly repaired bodges, and it was quite frankly a death trap. I will put a link into that video now for you to see. But I'm going to go over this car now and show you a few of the tips and tricks and things to look out for, and have a look a little bit deeper into the repairs that have been done to this car. So come with me and we'll have a look around. So what you're looking out for now is uniform paint texture. That's the main thing anybody can see when they're looking to buy a car. It's probably quite difficult to see on a camera, but if you can see close up, it's pretty smooth with only sort of a minimum wave in the paint, which is sort of the standard texture you get off any car out of a robot painted car. And you can see it's all uniform as you go across the car. It's all relatively smooth. All the colour looks the same along the way. And what you also want to check for is panel gaps. Is make sure everything's the same all the way around. And also things like trim clips and things like that. If a car had been badly repaired, they wouldn't obviously want to spend a couple of pence on buying some new clips to attach the bodywork. And also with the way modern bumpers fit, they are purely just clipped into place. Yes, you can get the mounting points break behind, but they only normally break when a bumper's been taken off roughly, or because it's had an accident and it's not been fitted correctly. As you can see, this one, it's sticking out a bit there. Well, you've got to ask yourself, well, why is it sticking out a bit there? Luckily, it's just because it's not been put back in right. But to be honest, it's still not fitting the greatest. But I do know that this has had quite a whack at some point. So let's go around the other side and we'll talk about what to look out for. Well, there's a pretty glaringly obvious sign. Is a little bit of filler showing through where it's chipped off. But one of the main ways, which you probably all know about, is using a magnet on the bodywork. You don't want to use a too strong of a magnet. I've just got a really small one, because if you use it too strong, it'll pick the metal up through the filler and still attach to the bodywork, so you're going to be none the wiser. So right, what I'm going to do first is a good known piece of metal. Stick your small magnet on there and it sticks perfectly fine. Let's move over to an area where there's obviously some filler and it won't stand up. But the importance of using a magnet which isn't too big is that it'll see through the metal and stay on there. So you'll be looking all over the car. Oh no, that's fine because the magnet's sticking to it. But in reality, if you use a little magnet, it's not going to stick. So it's starting to stick there again. So we're saying is pretty much around there, that area. I'm going to scratch it because this is a scrap car. All around that area there, there's a deep layer of filler. Okay, so let's try the arch now. We've got stick in there. And then it'll lose it there. So we're talking around there. It's not sticking at all until we get to there. Let's try the door. It's not sticking at all along that bit. We've got some there. Not sticking well there. We're sticking all the way over there, so that bit there. All the way to there. We are sticking there. Not very well, but it's still sticking. And all the way along the front door. So the front door's okay. The front door's been painted. Let's go and talk about the textures now. So what we've been able to tell just with the magnet is that car has had a side swipe on the rear corner pretty much, and it's not had any panel repairs. It's just had a load of filler bodged into it and it's been repainted badly. So let's look at the paint now. It's not going to be a really obvious sign on the camera, I would think, because it's difficult for it to pick it up. But if you see there how dull the paint is, there was barely reflection on there at all, and it is all blurry as well. If we go to the other side, we've got a reflection there, and it's all clear, and you can actually see the reflection of the alloy wheel in there. And in a minute, this car is filthy as well. Let's go back and show you again. Now look at the difference in that there. Because all that needed was a decent sort of flat down and a polish. Yes, it's a low quality paint job, but it's not been finished off correctly. And it's the same with the fuel filler cap. Look at the texture of the paint, you can really tell there. Let's just show you on this rear quarter now. And how the paint reacts, totally different to the light. And it's literally all the way down the car. You can see that it's been painted all the way to there. You see the rough texture, and then it starts to smooth out. It's perfectly okay blending a panel, but you've at least got to polish it after to make it match better. And it's all been painted down the front door as well. You can even see along the edge there how dry and horrible the paint is. And the front wing is okay, it's not had any paint at all. As you can see, we've got the normal reflection back, it's not blurry. So that's not been repaired in this accident anyway. So right, let's have a look under the paintwork now and see how much filler's there. Okay, let's start at the point where it's pretty obvious where the panel damage is, and let's just chip that off there and see how much is there. Just starting there, look, and you can see there's quite a thick layer inside there, so it's had a good knock. Let's just continue that round and see how much filler's there. Right, let's try a bit further up. Okay, there's no filler there, so we're talking this area along here has all had a big layer of filler on it. So yes, it's all been damaged along here, I'd say, with the filler thinning out as we go along here. So it's definitely had a rear accident here. There's also a massive dent on the tailgate here, but I would have assumed that was a separate incident because you'd think they would have done something with that. So let's move on to the arch. So right, put a line here and a line here so you can see roughly where the filler is. So let's just check a hopefully known good bit of metal. Yep, that's all solid. Let's just open this door out of the way. There we go, a nice little filler in there. Yeah. Down to what? Probably nearly a centimetre there. There we go, look at that. Right, I wonder how much is in this door. If that's in that much there, I bet all this door here is going to be filler as well. Yep. Yeah, very dodgy repair. Should have really had a new door on it. You could have pulled this arch out a little bit more and repaired it better. But to be honest, a new one really should have been put in with the thickness of the filler that's been needed on this. Okay, so what I've done, I've removed the rear light and a part of the rear bumper just to see if there's any more damage down here. There isn't particularly any more filler down here. There's no attempt to hide any damage, and I can't see any visible signs of any accident damage there, so it's purely up here. Okay, side skirts had like an impact underneath, filled it with filler, and it's made it crack. You can also still see a dent underneath there, and also the dent here, which continues right into there. So they've not bothered to repair that one either. And the side skirt behind the damage, you can just see where it's been pushed in a little bit. So that's why they've filled it. It may have cracked in a few places, but yeah, it's the filler which is cracked, and the side skirt's been damaged. Another point is underneath the rear bumper. There's great importance to getting your hands and knees on the floor and having a look underneath the car, because it was difficult to tell this damage until it went on the ramp. Is it damaged underneath there? No, that looks okay. It's broken the exhaust hanger off there. No damage to the chassis rail. So yeah, it's just had a light impact and a dodgy repair. A little bit of a dent up there. It's also split. Ooh. Now right, what I've done now is I've taken the rear bumper off completely because I've spotted more damage when I peeled it back a bit. You can see more damage on the boot floor there now, how everything's pushed under. These should be perfectly flat, so they've moved quite a lot. We've also got some damage on the rear bumper enforcement bar. The main culprit of the damage is here. It's had an impact here, it's pushed it all in and damaged everything around here, so it's going to have impacted the whole area here as well. So you see how bent that is around there. Let's show you the side how it should look. There, nice, smooth, flat. So yeah, this has been bodged back together. Indeed. So yeah, other things to look out for. Let's have a look. Spare wheel, just so you can see the damage inside. You can see that it's all cracked around where the panels join, and the sealant, the soundproofing is cracked as well. The boot floor has been pushed up. You can see pretty much along this part here it's been pulled up, as well as them spilling some paint in the boot and wiping it up badly. So yeah, I mean, always just peel back the carpets and just see the damage all the way along there. You don't even need to get underneath the car just to see how much it's moved the panels on the back of the car. So right, there you go, that's what's happened to it. It's had a nice sort of rear-ended side swipe, which has pushed the rear quarter in, but instead of replacing the panels, they have just bodged it all back together with filler and sent it on its merry way. Don't know the company that's done it or anything like that, so it's not as scrupulous as the white GT that I've done. I will put a link to the white GT in the end of the video, so you can see that is one of the worst cars I've ever seen. This doesn't come close to the damage that I saw bodged on that white GT. So yeah, thanks for watching. Again, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.